The finer details, Cryptic. Come on, man. This is something that you guys are making money out of. With the Borg resurgence. Oh my god, these things are, it kind of upsets me, to be honest. This is just copy pasting from another blog. And the Borg has nothing to do with this thing. I can tell you that. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of the channel supporters out there that are supporting the channel financially, and if you are willing to do so yourself, there is a link in the video description. So very cool stuff. We're going to get the Pavo crystals that we have in the game for ground. We're also going to get those for space. So I'm here at the Kobali Prime. This is basically a ground map, and if you have no idea what these things are going to be, these are the same Bravo crystals. They're actually called the crystalline prism in ground, and this is how they work. You can basically spawn in 5 of these things at any given time. Obviously there's a little bit of a cooldown, so you can spawn in all 5 of them at the same time. But they basically interlock with each other like that, and everybody that's going to be in the vicinity is going to get hit by one of these power crystals. And I'm going to put them in where the enemy is also going to be, so you guys can actually see what they are and what they actually do in ground. And these are basically going to be the same crystals that we are going to have after this event is obviously going to be over. The same event is going to yield us these prisms. As you guys can see, they are firing a little bit of damage, but then if you have all 5 of them interlocking, obviously if you have more than one, the interlocking part is going to increase the damage output of these guys. Now, as you guys see, they totally took out all of the enemies that were here in the vicinity of me. So I definitely love these guys for ground. As you guys see, they interlock with very large distancing between them, and they periodically fire at an enemy at random. There is no real you can't actually tell them to, hey, fire on this particular enemy or that particular enemy. Now, as you guys see, they definitely do a lot of damage, and they fire individually on different targets as well. So in my personal opinion, the next event that Cryptic is going to hold is definitely worth it, guys. This is free stuff that you're going to get. There is no way where you should not obtain these things. So with that being said, let me bring up the blog post and actually show you guys what all the information that Cryptic is providing us. So we got a blog post from our ambassador Kale over here saying that hold the line at Pavo. That is basically the title of this blog post. And you can actually see it right here. They're basically already giving us a hint that this is going to be ground and also in space. And I mean, this is going to be nitpicking, and I do apologize for this, but if I can have your attention, can you just follow this line right here and follow this line? Come on, it's basically like they're not really putting any real good effort. They are basically lacking in the finer details, Cryptic. Come on, man. This is something that you guys are making money out of. Put some quality time in here. But it says right here, and I'm going to read about the entire blog post because some of you are interested in whatever Cryptic is saying, some of you are not. The highlights is that we're going to get those crystals, and these are going to be for space. That's going to be the next event. The highlights of also for the next event is that this next event, the one that we're going to get these crystals from, is also going to count to the overall whatever it's called. Let me bring up the game up here. The event campaign, those 5 events that we're going to have. Now that's going to be part of it as well. So you're also going to get progression in that if you haven't done so already. Now by the time of this recording, you guys should also had the new summer ship. If you haven't done so, why not? Also free stuff, free ships. But anyway, that's that's a personal choice. The living planet of Pava once again is the center of the siege of the Terran forces. Gather your most trusted allies and come to its defense before they can manipulate its energy and use it as a weapon to galactic devastation. The Defense of Pavo event includes multiple TFOs previously featured individually or in a combined feature event that will allow players to choose their favorite way of defending Pavo each day, while earning daily progress towards the new grand prize reward to defend the system space above the planet and maintain in operation in series of defensive satellites, or take the vibrant wilds of the planet's surface to stop the Terran forces from corrupting its mysterious energies. So participating in this event will progress you into the third main event campaign, and will give you all players the opportunity to earn a Crystal Prism Universal Console for their entire account. Woohoo! It's going to be account unlocked, but then again, it's one of those events, so it's always going to be account unlock. Keep reading about the details. Anyway, so activity details. 2 of these existing will participate in the event. So Pavo Descension and also Peril over Pavo. So Peril over Pavo is going to be the space one, and the other one is going to be for ground. My personal preference is going to be ground, obviously. Space, not so much. We're doing so much space these days. It's basically like every 10 TFO is, one ground TFO. But anyway, it's, personal preference to everybody. I'm not going to read about the TFOs because these are not new TFOs. We'll basically have been playing, these particular TFOs for a long time. So we kind of already know what's going on up there. While the action players will engage in during these TFO will not change for the event. A few minor adjustments have been made to each of the presents of the length of this events run. Each completion will reward a choice of all marks. Okay, that's something that they changed. You can actually choose what kind of marks you want. Thumbs up for that. Good job on Cryptic. Both TFOs have their cooldown timers temporarily disabled, so you can basically repeat them all over the place whenever you want to, but unfortunately only once every 20 hours is going to be is also going to get you the daily progression token on this particular TFO. So make sure you understand that if you run these TFOs, more than once, you're only going to get one every. You're also going to get the daily progression for this particular TFO just once every 20 hours. Also, both TFOs have been temporarily removed from the random TFO eligibility, so that's also nice. They're removing that because you're also going to do it on a daily basis. Players will be able to earn their daily progression once every 20 hours by completing the TFO of their choosing, and either the above TFO have been played as much as like each other. So pick this yada yada to gain the progression each day and mix it up as much as you want or as little as you like. Okay, so basically choose whatever you want to, ground or space, and you're going to earn those 20-hour progression token dailies that they're talking about. Defense of the Pavo event rewards. Acquiring a total of 14 days worth of daily progression will allow you to claim the grand prize of Defense of the Pavo event. This reward includes all of the following. Woohoo! We're gonna get more. Well, now that I look at it, just the Universal Console is very nice. I mean, the other ones is okay. I mean, well. So the Universal Prism, Crystal Prisms, that's what they actually are called for the space one, and that's a Universal Console. So you can put it all over the place, in engineering console slots, science, tactical slots, or the Universal Console slots. You can put it also up there, and it is a universal, so it doesn't matter where you put it. Once earned, every character in your account will be able to claim this unique Universal Console, which attempts to emulate the popular kit module by the same name. Complete details on the console ability is included later in this blog. Okay, so we're gonna yeah, I'm going to read right there. Other characters on this account may visit the Reclaim Rewards store, interact to pick up their Universal Console once you have unlocked it on any character, basically. Also, 3-time featured TFO, the reward boxes, each given one choice of specialization points or the enhanced Universal Tech upgrade if you're into that, if you're into R&D. Also, a whooping 25,000 dilithium ore on a single character is going to be rewarded after completion. Yay! More dilithium, we need that. Anyway, this is the details from this thing. Completing this event, yada, 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 yada. Okay. Each prisoner placed in space will automatically attack nearby enemy starship, inflicting physical damage upon their crews and tearing apart the hull with kinetic energies. Okay, so this is going to do kinetic-based damage. It's not going to be like I thought it was going to be like maybe electrical damage, but this is definitely kinetic-based damage. I don't know what the ground version of these are actually doing. They also might be doing telekinetic, as they're basically saying. It's basically kinetic-based damage, but anyway. The damage inflicted by each prism in a connected group is increased based on the number of the networked prisms, allowing it for incredible high ceiling as such as clusters overall potential to render into their foes. So as long as you have all 5 of them, or at least just going out of what it is in ground, hopefully it's going to be the same in space. You can only spawn in 5 of these things. So as long as you have all 5 of them, that's going to be the maximum amount of damage you can do. Also, bonus rewards up here. After completing the grand prize, you will unlock the option to earn additional dilithium ore each day that you continue participating in the content associated with the Borg resurgence. Oh my God, these things are, it kind of upsets me, to be honest. This is just copy pasting from another blog, and the Borg has nothing to do with this thing. I can tell you that. But it's like I'm saying, like in the pictures that you guys show, there was like, the side. It's Cryptic is dropping the balls on a lot of stuff right now. Don't know what the deal is. Don't know how much pressure the developers are on, but they are definitely dropping the ball on the information that they're putting out, including like the screenshots. Anyway, each day you will earn the daily progression. You will automatically grant a bundle of dilithium ore. This bonus is rewarded to begin at 8,000, and it's also going to reach, I believe it's at the highest is going to be 25,000. But each day it's going to gain 1,000 dilithium after the completion. Also going to be a Zen buyout option. If you are like, hey, I really want this right now, just drop some money into the game and you can basically grab it. Event campaign number 3, we already talked about this. This featured event will be the 3rd series of the upcoming events that will participate in the 3rd installment of our multi-event system known as the event campaign that we are also talked about previously in this video. We're going to choose one of those awesome rewards that they have. I'm not going to read this because we already did that. But legacy progression as the previous event, we will continue to offer the opportunity for players to utilize the old event tokens and apply to this event to access the functionality. Select the legacy options button in the event UI. This button will be visible to the players that have tokens available to trade in. Now, I do have a bunch of them. And it's good that they're actually putting these things up here, because I don't think I'm going to use them, but I might use them just to showcase this particular feature, basically, or at least this Universal Console in the early stage. So yay for that. Thank you, Cryptic. The Defend of Pavo event will begin in July 27. So basically in 7 days. and it will run for 3 weeks, therefore concluding. So basically you have 3 weeks to turn in 14 days worth of grinding. So you have you have a lot of time on your hand. You know, if you just do the daily on a daily basis, you're also going to get an extra week of getting a little bit more dilithium, obviously, because of that one extra week. Meanwhile, it is expected to appear on the Xbox One and PlayStation, all of you guys on the consoles over there, starting in December. Whew, so you guys need to wait a little bit. Oh my god. Okay, so Jeremy Randall over here stated that he's basically part of this. Very, very nice. I love these power crystals. Like I said, I might be biased because I love ground so much, but these are definitely something that you need to grab. I don't know what the more details of the universal console is going to be, what kind of passive it's going to have, or what kind of cooldown these things are going to have. If they are like, you know, if they are like the same as in for ground, you guys just saw that. You can spawn in 5 of these, and as I can see up here, there it's kind of basically the same format. It's going to be interesting what kind of tactic we're going to implode in space. I also think, just right now, top of my head, I think that these are also going to be very good, hopefully active as well, when you're going to be in sentry mode. For those that are actually using sentry mode, that's a universal console from the Baul ship. So you basically have those little armies of those Baul sentries around your ship, and you're basically stationary. So if you spawn these guys as well out, there is nobody that's going to be in the vicinity of your ship. Everything is going to be destroyed over there. Anyway, definitely looking forward to this event. I like it. I love it, to be honest. Yeah, I can't wait for 7 days for it to come live. So that's it. Hopefully you guys had a little bit of knowledge coming out of the channel. I would love to see you guys on either the live streams on Discord or in the next video. Later.